everyone, Tony Phelan here with CompetitionX, and we are excited because we are about to be playing with the Porsche 956 from Tamiya. So the 956 is kind of a pan car chassis. It uses a tub center section with a T-bar / T-plate rear section, and then if you can kind of see up here, it's kind of got like a caged area for the front suspension. Now this car does come with a motor, but does not come with the speed control. So we are going to probably be adding the Hobbywing THW 1060 to this car, just because it's a good combination for the stock Mabuchi motor, and with the foam tires, this thing should handle pretty well. So we're going to take the box over to the workbench and start unboxing it to show you what comes in this kit. Let's do this. Okay, so here we are, the Porsche 956 from Tamiya. As usual, their beautiful box art. And then a line drawing of the car up in the corner here with some information about the kit. Of course, the beautiful artwork. I don't know if I can get it over here, but the official Porsche licensed product emblem. Kind of hard to show the side of the box here, so we're not going to. We're just going to get to the kit inside here, so let's do it. Okay, so as usual, we have the body parts. This is probably all the hardware, and this might be maybe tires and wheels and tires or something like that. So we're going to get this off of here, and we're going to go through it individually. But I wanted to show you something first. This is interesting like this. They have all of the parts and everything in a plastic bag. So it kind of keeps it all together nice in here. It's kind of a neat touch. All right, so let's get this off of here and give it a look. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at is this bag of parts. This is a sealed bag. With the 956 body in it. Oh, that's also all bagged up. So there's the body. Nice body as usual. Awesome Tamiya molding. Does have a clear film on the top, so when you're painting from the underside, you don't get it all on the outside. So there's the body. I'm going to grab all these parts here. Wow, bags inside of bags, inside of bags. Okay. All right, so here are more parts to the body. Now the rear wing, dimpled already. The front, looks like front light buckets. Not quite sure what we got going on here. These are definitely the front. These though, maybe these sit behind here. Put the LEDs in there if you want to do LEDs. Not quite sure. We'll have to give these a look when we get to the manual. And then it also has rear taillights. So that must be what this is. These little dimples here, you can cut out, put the LEDs in there, and this sits in front of these. You paint this, you don't paint that, or you paint this like a silver, and then you put the LEDs in it, and it provides bright light. So, like that. All right, and we've got, get that out. Whoa. We have the main chassis, battery goes here, electronics, and the rear pod. So this is the one side of the pod, this is the other side where the motor attaches. This piece connects the back, this piece connects the front. So it is a solid plastic rear pod. It's not a whole lot to this car since it is kind of a pan car. They don't really get too crazy parts wise. Looks like front suspension, lower and upper front suspension. Got preload clips, servo mounts. These might be steering rods, maybe steering links. Center shock spring retainer, battery door. Maybe front or rear bumper, probably rear bumper. Might be the shock piston. It's like more kind of the front. This car kind of has like a upper kind of cage look on the front of the car for the suspension. Looks like probably what that is. These are probably, looks like there's a hex there, so it may be your wheel hexes. A couple other parts there. Body mounts. A couple other parts there. Yeah, we'll open this. This looks like it is your mirrors. A couple other mounting objects here. Not quite sure what all this is just yet, but we can look at it when we get to the manual. All right, then we're gonna get to this box here. See what's in here. Oh. So we've got all of the parts bags, hardware bags. Oh. The A bag, going to have a lot of mounting hardware, your steering blocks. Let's just give this a look real quick. Mounting hardware, serrated nuts, probably to hold a lot of the suspension parts together. More mounting hardware. There's your steering blocks, your front springs, and then of course the axle is already pressed into the steering block. It's also a L wrench, and this does not use turnbuckles. It uses these Z-bend wires, so you'll be connecting the steering with the Z-bend. Another one there. Basically what the Z-bend looks like. The other one's going to be smaller. The servo, when it sits in the middle, but because the servo horn is offset, you'll have a short and a long steering rod there. So your four-way wrench and your rod ends. Sport tuned motor. Kind of nice label on that. This does not come with a speed control, so we're going to be adding one of Tamiya's speed controls to it. Let me get it. Hang on one sec. Yeah, so we'll be adding one of these to the car. The THW 1060 RTR speed control. It's a good little speed control to pair up with this motor. Not super fast, but it'll be plenty fast on the foam tires for the track. Plus, I don't want to go too fast and wreck the body, but we will be adding that. Black antenna tube. With some body clips. And then the stickers for the foam tires to the wheels. And then double-sided tape for whatever else we need. Bag C is going to be a lot more hardware. Looks like a shock. There's a center shock spring. This looks like also more tape for the wheels and tires. So that may not be for the tape for the wheels and tires. That may actually just kind of be mounting tape, but this is for the wheel. This will be for the wheels and tires. Shock fluid. Does not come with bearings, but it does come with oil-light bushings. Those will be for the wheels, the front tires and wheels. And then a bunch of mounting hardware and shock parts. Center shock. Your zip ties and more double-sided tape. The B bag, do we want to open that up? Let's just open it up. The B bag is going to have your ball diff grease, your very heavy solid rear axle, steel rear axle, your right and left axle ends, bearings for the diff and the diff parts, thrust washer, diff rings, diff balls, O-rings, they probably fit in their diff maybe somewhere, mounting hardware, and additional items for mounting like the motor, a pinion, and more mounting hardware. Okay, and then finally, out of this bag, we have the T-bar mounting plate, which kind of directly fits to the lower chassis, the lower rear pod. So the lower rear pod and T-plate are basically all one unit. The deck for the front end of the car, the lower deck. And then another mounting piece here. This may be also for the front end. We'll look at that when we get to the manual. And then finally, we've got the foam tires. I don't know what it is. Every single time I open up a bag of foam tires, I gotta smell them. It's just like the smell of fresh foam tires. So these should provide a ton of grip for this car. And then also in this box, we're going to have the wheels. Nice looking wheels. Love the molded disc plate there. Looks good. We've got the actual center shock. The spur gear. A couple of the diff parts in there. Servo saver parts. And these may be for the center damper disc. And there's that. All right. So the final things we're going to take a look at real quick are going to be the sticker sheet and the manual. Since this is a do-it-yourself kind of paint job, Tamiya has supplied internal window masks that you cut out, put on the windshield or put on the windows of the car, so when you paint, they'll stay clear. And it gives you a number reference that I'm sure the manual will tell you where they go in the car. You'll get two sticker sheets, full sticker sheets for the car. Looks like it gives you different color options, maybe based on the driver. Again, we'll look at that in the sticker sheet as well. Different car numbers, the wheel covers, lights, side markers, exhaust. Oh yeah, so there you go. Haywood, Bell, Ix. Kind of cool. Oh, there is a third one. The Ooh, We're Hot stickers. And then the manual itself gives you the paint you're going to need, tools you're going to need, how to set up your radio gear before installing it into the car, so that way you make sure there's no issues once you get it in the car and have to take it back out to get it right. Front suspension build, rear suspension build. This kit should be pretty fast to build because there's not a whole lot to it. Probably the body will be the most time-consuming part. Setting up your pinion gear, your motor, your shock, diff, speed control, then getting the body mounts, getting the wheels and tires attached to each other, mounting them, cutting the holes for the body, painting and applying all the decals, and here's your lighting if you want to put lighting in it, and then the legend for putting all the stickers on the car. Assembling everything once you get it painted and stickered. That's going to be probably the longest part of this build. A little bit of tuning, attaching the body, problem solving if something should go wrong, and then the parts breakdown of the car itself. So there you go. Everything that comes in Tamiya's Porsche 956 RC car. Pretty cool. So the 956, of course, does not come with any electronics, as we showed you, other than the motor. We will be adding a high-tech servo to this. Again, the THW Hobbywing speed control, and most likely our Futaba radio system. So of course we're excited to get this car built and on the track. That body, stunning. It's going to look really good on the track. A little concerned about driving it around other cars, but we'll do the best we can. So please make sure you stay tuned to the channel, hit that subscribe button and that bell icon to be notified of future videos. We're going to have a full build series on this car, as well as some great racing action. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.